Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to be covering some horror movie news, and we're going to be talking about the Terrifier franchise. Mainly we're going to be talking about Terrifier 3, as this opening is just around the corner in a few weeks time. We're going to be diving into a brand new poster they've released for the movie, and also we're going to be talking about a studio that wanted to buy the distribution rights to this franchise as well, and that's a very interesting story which we're going to dive into. So let's jump over to this Fear HQ article, let's break it down, and let's see what's going on with the Terrifier franchise. So, Terrifier 3, Art the Clown cancels Christmas on gruesome new poster. So we'll skip past that cropped version of the poster, and we'll go down in a minute and we'll check out the actual full poster. So a new poster for Terrifier 3 has been released, and it finds Art the Clown cancelling Christmas in typically gruesome fashion. For those of you who have seen the first two installments, absolutely, this franchise is just off the chain. The violence, the brutal nature, the goriness. It's hard to describe it unless you've seen it, but it's just absolutely just carnage and crazy. So during an interview with Total Film, so this is where it gets interesting, guys. Director Damon Leone revealed that a mainstream studio, he doesn't want to say which one, which is fair enough, wanted to distribute the movie, but told him he would have to tone down the brutal violence in order to secure an R rating. So a studio came to him and basically said they want to buy the distribution rights to the Terrifier franchise, and they kind of want to reboot the franchise, but make it like wide, make it for the mainstream audience, which means he would have to tone down the violence and basically kind of crop the movie and make it more palatable for the masses, if you like, and he didn't want to do that. So he went on to say this is what the director Damon Leone had to say. Damon Leone, the director, they wanted to reboot it for a wider audience. That's not what I was interested in. They would say, it's got to be rated R. It can't be as gory as you made it, Leone tells the magazine. I knew they'd never let me shoot the first 10 minutes of what I wanted to do in Terrifier 3, so I thought, let's just stay true to what the franchise is. So the director turned down the distribution deal. He wanted to stay true to what the franchise was and what had already been shot, and he felt that to keep his kind of art, to keep his his kind of rendition of the franchise intact, he felt that turning down the deal was the best way to do that, which, to be fair, sticking to your guns and sticking to your kind of ethos of what you've created, there's not many people that would do that, because making that distribution deal could have made a lot of money for the franchise, made a lot of money for the director, so turning it down, that was quite a big deal, to be fair. So, a full-length trailer for the prequel was recently released online, and it finds Sienna Shaw, Lauren Lavera, coming face-to-face with her relentless tormentor from the previous movie, who somehow survived or returned after she managed to take his head clean off towards the end of Terrifier 2. So, Art the Clown was decapitated at the end of Terrifier 2, and somehow he's come back. Whether he's like possessed by a demon or he's like immortal, that's a question that I'm not sure. Art won't be hunting alone this time, as a mysterious, demonic little girl will be back by his side, and it looks like Victoria Hayes, Samantha Scafidi, also joined forces with a monster who left her a disfigured husk in the first film. Look at the poster here. So this is the poster that was put out for Terrifier 3, October the 11th. I mean, this is the exact kind of tone that you're getting from this franchise, guys. This just kind of wraps it up nicely here. We have Art the Clown wearing a Santa hat. He's skinned Santa Claus's face. He's wearing the face as like a scarf. He's got a chainsaw going through Santa Claus's stomach, or chest if you like. He's wearing Santa Claus's face around his neck. He's covered in blood. He's got a Santa hat on. We've got a Santa Claus with his face cut off, and blood just splatting everywhere. And it's just all kinds of crazy looking at this. It's just ridiculous. But like, I can imagine why a big studio would want to pick this up. The Terrifier franchise in recent years has become real popular, and there's a potential for this franchise to explode if it went mainstream. Kind of like the Scream movies. I mean, they don't generate a whole lot of box office at the end of the day, but they're made, for pocket money. They're made for money found down the back of your sofa, and in terms of their budget to their profit ratio, it's really big. And, that's the kind of movies these are. Low budget, cheap horror movies that are made for pocket change, and they generate a lot of return on the investment that they put into these movies. Even though the overall box office isn't massive compared to like comic book movies, at the end of the day, they still make a lot of profit on these cheap horror budget movies. But yeah, this post is just crazy. I wouldn't want this up in my room. It'd give me nightmares. And yeah, it's a little unsettling to kind of look at it, to be honest. So, obviously, you've got the trailer there, guys. I invite you, go over to YouTube, check out the trailer. It's all kinds of creepy, all kinds of disturbing. It's the exact same tone as the first two movies, so you're getting more of the same. But this movie is supposed to be bloodier, gorier, and crazier than the other two. So, expect to be on the edge of your seat if you don't do well with violence or gore. So, happy Friday the 13th. No better day to grab your Terrifier 3 tickets. UK and Ireland, first wave of tickets available now. Where would you like to watch? So, if you're interested in this movie, you can pick up tickets now, so that's kind of exciting. Go online, book your tickets, make sure you've got a great seat in the cinema, so you got good seats to go and see it, guys. And we've got a picture here, book tickets now, and we've got a crazy picture of Art the Clown here. He's holding something above his head, can't really see what it is. But the fact that you can book your tickets, that's kind of exciting. Is he got a knife in his hand? I can't really tell here. It looks like there's a fan on the ceiling, and his hands just kind of fade into the background. He's holding something, maybe a screwdriver or a knife or something. It's hard to see from this angle. But yeah, so after surviving Art the Clown's Halloween massacre, Sienna and her brother struggle to rebuild their shattered lives. As the holiday season approaches, they try to embrace the Christmas spirit and leave the horrors of the past behind. However, just when they think they're safe, Art returns, determined to turn their holiday cheer into a new nightmare. Terrifier 3 arrives in theaters next month. Do you plan on checking it out on the big screen? So it said October the 11th, I think it said. Yeah, so 11th of October. So if you're looking for a great, gory, scary, R-rated, crazy, off-the-chain Halloween movie to go and watch, this definitely fits the bill. Grab your friends, grab your families, grab your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, and go to the cinema and have a gory, great time watching this Halloween movie. It's kind of a Halloween and Christmas movie, kind of mixed into one. It comes out at Halloween and it's a horror movie, but it's actually set at Christmas time in the movie itself. So it's a bit of a cross between Halloween and kind of Christmas. So best of both worlds there. But yeah, it looks crazy and it looks all kinds of ridiculous like the first two movies. But the fact that they turned down this distribution deal to make it go kind of mainstream and more palatable, you know, stripping back the gore and the horror, staying true to what the actual material of the film is, then I say good for the guy who's directing this movie to turn down that distribution deal. Like I said near the beginning of the video, I'm sure there was a lot of money involved with that deal, and for them to turn it down and stay true to what the actual franchise is, rather than kind of selling out, if you like, to a studio, then you know, fair play, and I give them all the accolades in the world for that, because there's not many people that would stick to their guns. But guys, I throw it off to you. You see this poster, and I'm sure you've probably seen the trailer by now if you're interested in this movie. What do you think of the trailer? And are you excited to see this movie? And also, what do you think about that distribution deal? If it was you, and you was in charge of the franchise, would you scale back the violent nature of the franchise to make it more palatable to a wider audience, or would you stay true to your guns as well and keep it gory and kind of turn down the distribution deal? What would you do? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. So guys, jump into the comment section, let me know about what we've covered in this video, and if you're going to be seeing this movie, can't wait to hear what you have to say. And before you leave, hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.